In this video, we will explore how to create and modify files in Linux using essential text editing tools. We'll cover the Touch command, the Nano editor, the Vim editor, and other available editors. The Touch command is used to create empty files, or to update the timestamps of existing files. If the file doesn't exist, it creates an empty file. If the file already exists, it updates the access and modification times. The Touch command is a simple way to create placeholder files, and can be used to create multiple files at once. For example, to create a single empty file, you can use the command touchmyfile.txt. To create multiple files at once, use the command touchfile1.txt file 2.txt file 3.txt. You can also create a file with a specific timestamp using the command touch T202301010000 dated_file.txt. Common use cases for the Touch command include creating configuration files, setting up project structures, and creating placeholder files for later editing. Nano is a simple, user-friendly terminal-based text editor. It's beginner-friendly with on-screen shortcuts, offers syntax highlighting for various languages, and provides search and replace functionality. Nano also features auto-indentation, line numbering, spell-checking capabilities, and comes pre-installed on most Linux distributions. It also supports multiple buffers, that is, multiple files. To open a file with Nano, which will create the file if it doesn't already exist, use the command nanofilename.txt. Here are some common keyboard shortcuts. Ctrl-G displays help. Ctrl-O saves the file. Ctrl-X exits Nano. Ctrl-K cuts a line. Ctrl-U pastes text. Ctrl-W searches for text. Ctrl-backslash does search and replace. And Ctrl_ goes to a line number. Here's an example of the Nano editor in action. At the top, you see the title bar indicating the file being edited, in this case, script.sh. The main area shows the content of the script, which includes bash commands and comments. At the bottom, there are shortcuts. Ctrl-G provides help. Ctrl-O writes out or saves the file. Ctrl-W searches. Ctrl-K cuts. Ctrl-J justifies. Ctrl-C shows the current position. And Ctrl-X exits. The status bar at the very bottom displays information such as the line number, total lines, cursor column, and modification status. Vim is a highly configurable and efficient text editor designed for fast text editing. It's an improved version of the 6 editor and is available on most Unix-like systems. Vim operates in different modes. Normal mode is the default mode for navigation and manipulation. Insert mode is for inserting and editing text. Visual mode is for selecting blocks of text. And command mode is for executing commands. Here are some essential Vim commands. To enter insert mode, press I. To return to normal mode, press Escape. To save the file, type :W. To quit Vim, type :Q. To save and quit, type :WQ. For navigation, use H, J, K, and L to move left, down, up, and right respectively. Press W to move to the next word, B to move to the previous word, 0 to move to the start of the line, and $sign to move to the end of the line. For editing, X deletes a character, DD deletes a line, YY copies a line, P pastes after the cursor, and U undoes the last action. For search and replace, / followed by text searches for the specified text. N goes to the next search result, N goes to the previous search result, and %S followed by old / new / G replaces all occurrences of old with new. Here's an example of Vim in action. The main area shows JavaScript code. The status bar at the bottom indicates that Vim is in normal mode and displays the file name, calculate_total.js, along with the line and column position of the cursor. In this example, the cursor is on line 9, column 42. Here's a typical Vim workflow. First, navigate using the H, J, K, and L keys to move the cursor in normal mode. Next, press I to enter insert mode and make changes to the text. Finally, press Escape to return to normal mode, then type :W to save or :Q to quit. Beyond Nano and Vim, Linux offers several other powerful text editors. Emacs is a highly extensible and customizable text editor that can be transformed into a complete working environment. To open a file in Emacs, use the command emacs filename.txt. Gedit is the default text editor for the GNOME desktop environment, offering a simple, clean interface with essential features for everyday text editing. To open a file in Gedit, use the command gedit filename.txt. Gedit is an advanced text editor for the KDE desktop environment with features like multi-document interface, syntax highlighting, and code folding. To open a file in Gedit, use the command gedit filename.txt. VS Code is a modern, open-source code editor with integrated Git control, debugging, and an extensive extension marketplace. To open a file in VS Code, use the command code filename.txt. Here are some recommendations for efficient and safe file management in Linux. Always create backups before editing critical system files or making significant changes to important documents. A quick way to create a backup with a .boc extension is to use the command cp file, .boc. Ensure you have the proper permissions to edit files. Use sudo for system files, but be cautious when editing with elevated privileges. Use the command ls l filename to check file permissions before editing. For code and configuration files, use version control systems like Git to track changes and collaborate with others. Initialize a Git repository with the command git init in your project directory. Select the appropriate editor for your task. Use Nano for quick edits, Vim or Emacs for programming, and GUI editors for complex documents. You can set your preferred editor with the command export editor = Nano. Remember, the right tool for the right job makes file editing in Linux efficient and enjoyable. Practice regularly to build muscle memory with your chosen editors. If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.